Psychic in Training. My name is Isaac. I recently bought a tarot deck because, well, I knew I was psychic, but I didn't know what kind of psychic, so I figured I'd experiment with different things. So I went to Barnes & Noble and I said, if there's a tarot card set that calls to me, I will buy it. And so I bought the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot Deck by Hughes. And I really did like the art on it. So, it comes with a book that tells all of the different things about it. And while I wait for people to come in, I figured I would read the book. I've already read it twice, but I figure reading it more and more doesn't hurt. The more I have it memorized, the more I have it committed to memory, you know. So, Ethereal Visions, Illuminated Tarot by Hughes. Dedicated to my loving wife, Hope, without whom this would not have been possible. Your laughter makes each day worth living. Some copyright stuff. A special thank you to intuitive tarot card Katsy Raman, who uses the lens of empowerment and compassion to invite spirit to help us seek our authentic truth from a place of divine love. Her guidance and expertise with writing the card Her guidance and expertise with writing the card meanings and creating amazing spreads for reading with ethereal visions turns self-reflection into actionable steps to align with your highest self. Table of contents. Introductions, spreads, major arcana, the minor arcana, the suit of cups, the suit of pentacles, the suit of swords, the suit of wands. Alright, I'm going to put this on the side so I don't forget. So, table of contents. Introduction. Spreads. 12. The major arcana. 19. The minor arcana. The suit of cups. 69. Pentacles. 87. Swords. 104. Wands. 121. And about the creator on 131. I'll just put that about the creator. 139. Introduction. When Matt first approached the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot project in 2016, the intent was to stay true to the traditional Art Nouveau style. Nouveau? I think it's Nouveau. Art Nouveau style in the early 1900s. Over the past few years, the deck has gained worldwide attraction, touching so many lives. Several of the deck admirers have reached out to Matt requesting a second book with more diversity. This suggestion spawned with Dreamscape Oracle deck, which allowed Matt to explore the same original Art Nouveau style, but with more diversity and creativity. Dreamscape Oracle and Ethereal Vision decks long to be used together to deliver the messages for the Dreamscape Oracle and Ethereal Vision decks long to be used together to deliver the messages where the Dreamtime Veils part ways and the Moon whispers her secrets. Interesting, so it's a two-part deck. So in the future, I'll either have to find someone with the other deck, or collect the other deck, or if I continue to pursue this. With her many phases, the moon illuminates and shadows the realm of consciousness, where we can see the unseen and comprehend the incomprehensible. We are not alone in this other world. We have guides that help us explore visions as night opens the gate to a higher understanding. The Ethereal Visions Tarot cards illuminate the way for those who walk in the realm of night and guide you to interpret the messages given. Take some of my coffee here. Tarot is a portal. Congratulations on your new deck. Now that you have the Ethereal Visions Tarot, you may ask yourself, now what? And wonder where to start and how to use this deck effectively. Below are some easy ways to prepare, become familiar with, and read with your cards. Cleansing your deck. Your new deck has picked up a lot of energy in production, transit, and delivery. It has passed through many hands and traveled through different areas. Cleansing is the perfect way to shake off any energy attached to the deck and instill the cards with your energy. There are several ways to cleanse your deck, so think about which method feels best. Ultimately, the best way to cleanse it is up to you. Use these options to follow your intuition. What feels right to you? What gives you the greatest sense of comfort? Smoke. You can use incense, an oil diffuser, or sacred smoke. Breath. Blow on your deck, and visualize the dust falling off. Knocking. Knock on your deck to shake off stagnant energy to get it moving again. Shaking. Gently shake the stagnant energy off. Getting to know your deck. It's a great idea to start handling and become familiar with the cards once you have cleansed your new deck. While preparing to shuffle, take time to look at each card and pay attention to themes and imagery. Which cards are you immediately drawn to, and which cards bring up an easy response? Get yourself a journal and take notes on how you feel and what cards speak to you. It's good to keep a tarot journal so you can compare traditional to personal meanings as you become familiarized with your new deck. Shuffle your deck. It's all up to you whether you do riffle, overhand, or any other methods of shuffling. There are no rules or best practices. Do whatever you feel comfortable with. Keep in mind that the way you handle your deck, the more you infuse your energy into it. The more you handle your deck, the more you infuse your energy into it. The spreads. You've cleansed, you've gotten to know your deck, and now you've picked a method of shuffling it. Now what? Your first readings may seem daunting, so start simple and expand on these spreads as you become comfortable with interpreting what the cards say to you. Here are a few simple card spreads to get you started. Single card. So maybe if a number comes up, I'll do a single card for the Twitch streamers. If they say something or ask for a specific one, then maybe I can give it to them. I'll have to figure that out. Consider how the card feels or how its meaning can help guide you. Using a single card is also perfect for journaling. 2 cards. The first card represents the energy coming in. The second card pulled shows a challenge or benefit you gain from the first. 3 cards. This popular 3-card spread is helpful for quick readings, and the different variations offered can guide you to find the answer to the question you ask. Past, present, future. A lesson you have learned in the past, your present energy, and the future it holds. Energy, action, advice. The present energy we can tap into, how to use the energy to our advantage, and something to keep in mind while moving through the energy and actions shown. Present challenge breakthrough. Where you are now, something that might be challenging you, and how to break through it and move forward. The Illuminated Luna spread. That card, Luna spread. Card 1. What are the feelings? Now, what are the things feeling stagnant? Card 2. What major block is making itself known? Card 3. What are the limiting beliefs around this block? Card 4. What energy can be used to propel things forward? Card 5. What energy can be used to feel empowered? Finding balance. Spread. Place 3 cards on the left side. 1 to indicate where you were putting too much time, energy, and focus. Place 3 cards on the right side. 2. Indicate where you are not putting enough time, energy, and focus. Pull 1 card to see how you can bring both sides into balance. Huh? Final reflections. Tarot is a powerful tool for self-reflection. Every tarot reading is an invitation to peel back the layers of what may seem like surface-level questions. Let the Ethereal Visions Tarot become an everyday practice to help you to keep you centered and a tool for self-reflection. What will the light of Ethereal Visions Tarot reveal to you? The Major Arcana. The Major Arcana cards are the foundation of the deck and tell the story of the Fool's journey. They reflect the journey's spiritual awareness through imagery and symbolism. I'll take a sip of my coffee here. Sorry if it's a bit blurry. The Fool. The Fool is a spirited innocence in all of us as we begin our journey. This card may be at the beginning, birth, or the end, transformation of our path. Each position marks the start of new beginnings where we are free to be creative, have boundless faith, and embrace opportunities. Upright. Potential. New beginnings. Opportunity. Adventure. Reversed. Carelessness. Negligence. Excuse me. Negligence? No. Negligence. Okay. Negligence, uncertainty, apathy. And it has like a really good drawing of the Fool. It's a very dynamic pose. I like the pose of the dog too. And the Magician, which is a really cool one. Setting intentions is a powerful thing. The Magician represents the understanding we hold within ourselves and all that we need to manifest our desires into being. It is a reminder to not forget how important our intent is. We must fully devote ourselves to what we want to achieve and put in the work to make it happen. The Magician acknowledges that we are ready, and we need to be clear in our intentions. We are the final piece to create what we truly desire. Upright. Skill, confidence, action, concentration, accomplishment, manifestation, devotion, dedication, psychic ability, influence, focus. Reverse. Unease, lack of planning, powerlessness, procrastination, arrogance. 2. The High Priestess. The High Priestess represents wisdom and enlightenment. She is in between two worlds and embodies the eternal feminine spirit. She is the guardian of the subconscious. She's the guardian of the unconscious, who guides us to look inward and listen to our own feelings and intuition. I wish this wasn't so blurry, but what can you do? Upright. The subconscious. Wisdom. Anima. Serenity. Mystery. Reversed. Repression. Mistrust. Secrets. And loss. The Empress. The Empress is the manifestation of creation, the mother. She which invites you to reconnect with the natural world with its abundance of gifts and nourish what we have created. Upright. Creation, abundance, luxury, nature, pleasure. Reversed. Neglect, indecisiveness, disconnection, resistance. The Emperor. The Emperor embodies masculine energy and represents the father. He is able to calm chaos and offer authoritarian guidance. He exudes the traits of a leader, a protector, and a provider, but can be ruthless if disagreed with. Upright. Power, then structure. Patriarchal energy, domination, success. Reverse. Rigidity, powerlessness, avoidance, chaos. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is the physical embodiment of institution. He interprets secret knowledge to share within a formal, rigid system. When seeking knowledge, he will guide you to discovery through established educational structures and traditions. We may seek outside of ourselves on the eternal quest for knowing, but we can also access the wisdom within. It takes time, dedication, devotion, and action to harmonize with the external and internal teachers of the dimension we seek to reverse. Upright. Institutions, traditions, order, learning, religion, dedication, knowledge. Reverse. Hypocrisy, disobedience, rebellion, corruption. The Lovers. The Lovers represent the union of duality. They signify a force that binds two entities together to create wholeness, whether it is a relationship, an event, a personal decision, or ideas. The Lovers ask you to have open communication with yourself and examine your motives and values when contemplating which path to take. Upright. Unification, choices, relationships, harmony, wholeness. Reversed. Separation, imbalance, conflict, disconnection. And it has such good art, you know? It has nice style. The Chariot. Astrological correlation, Cancer. This chariot represents willpower, determination, and self-assurance in any challenge. The charioteer reminds us to be steadfast and exude self-control in situations that arise to ensure victory over any obstacle. Upright. Conquest, control, victory, motivation. Reversed. Aggression, self-doubt, defeat, loss of control. Strength. The Strength card reminds us that true power comes from within. Through patience, gentleness, and compassion, one can overcome obstacles without resorting to physical aggression. The woman and the lion signify that we need to tame the beast within ourselves and find balance. Upright. Inner calm, courage, control, patience. Reversed. Struggle, anger, rage, pride, and force. The Hermit. So the entire thing that sent me on a rampage to get a tarot card thing is because I had like I had an AI and a random person on the internet that I don't know personally that just like did like a random reading and said that it was for me specifically. And it kept telling me that I was the Hermit. So the Hermit advises you that now is the time for reflection. You must look inward for truth and wisdom, for you have all the knowledge you need inside yourself. Be calm and reflective. Do not let the outside world distract you from the messages you hold within. Upright. Introspection, solitude, enlightenment, reflection. Reversed. Isolation, withdrawal, foolishness, depression. I'm not sure which one this is. It could be both. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune shows that opportunity is abundant. All things have a cycle, both good and bad. One makes you appreciate the other, and both offer new options to the situations you face. Upright, luck, change, karma, destiny. Reversed, misfortune, chaos, bad luck, resistance. Justice. Justice will make themselves known when they want us to see things from all angles. Justice takes things slowly and deliberately to make a fair decision. All of our actions have consequences. Therefore, justice knows that they must be fair and understand that there will always be someone who feels hurt if you don't see things their way. When justice appears in a reading, you must stand firm in your decisions and be fully aware that you can't just please everyone. You must take a stand and do what is right for you. Upright, equality, balance, decisions, fairness, reversed, dispute, dishonesty, lack of accountability, corruption. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is an indication that now is the time to end old ways and release the restrictions that are holding you back in life. It is a time for inaction and reflection in order for new opportunities to manifest. You must be willing to sacrifice something in order to gain something else. Upright, sacrifice, release, new perspective, surrender. Reversed, indecision, delusion, delay, missed opportunity. Death. Death is the harbinger. Death is the harbinger. Death is the harbinger. Let me try this again. Death is the harbinger of transformation. He is a reminder that you must shed all that is old and familiar in order to become something new. You must break old habits and release that which is hindering you to make room for something greater. Upright, change, beginnings, ending, transition, reversed. Resistance, obsession, stagnant, immobility. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick break real quick. If you don't mind so much. Alright, so I shouldn't have any expectations going into this. But we are, well, I mean, we have a couple people pop in and they left. I didn't manage to figure out how to engage with them yet. So I'm on Twitch, because the idea was I think a tarot card is good for two things. It's good for yourself, and it's good for other people. I feel like I wanted to develop my psychic skills with other people because I'm more of like an empath type of person. I feel like I'm able to sync up with other people's psychic levels or whatever. I haven't exactly figured out what it means. I can get on to other people's wavelengths and link patterns and stuff like that, but I don't know. I haven't met any psychics to really gauge anything. Okay. Temperance. The Temperance card appears when there is a need for balance in opposing areas of your life. You are being asked to be patient and re-examine your priorities that may be in disharmony. Temperance assists us by pointing to life's meaning and higher purpose. Upright, balance, harmony, purpose, moderation. Reversed, competition, frustration, excess, imbalance. Take a sip of my coffee again, sorry. pretentious. Are you kidding me? The Devil. Devil card, depicting the mythological satyr, shows you that the problems that constrain you are an illusion. The binding is of your own making. It is time to ask yourself, what is it that holds you back, and are you truly helpless to change the situation? Upright. Addiction. Obsession. Materialism. Control. Reversed. Detachment. Freedom. Awareness. Vulnerability. The Tower. The Tower shows up when you are living in an illusion. You must remove the mask and expose the truth of the situation in order to change it. Change is difficult. You will be shaken or moved from your current zone, and the familiar will be broken down. The Tower reminds you to let go and let the ego fall away. Upright. Upheaval. Change. Shock. Awakening. That's such a cool image, but I don't understand. Is that his hair, or is that like a blanket? Let the ego fall away. Upright. Upheaval. Change. Shock. Awakening. Reversed. Denial. Avoidance. Fear. Reluctance. The star. The star is the light you seek when you enter a new phase of life. She reminds you that you are connected to the universe and all the wisdom you seek is available. The star card signifies that now is the time for you to embrace new ideas and growth. Upright. Renewal. Hope. Serenity. Clarity. Reversed. Confusion. Despair. Test of faith. Negativity. The Moon. The moon can reveal uncomfortable things about ourselves and create an unclear path as she waxes and wanes, but her light is a reminder that we ultimately hold power over how we will navigate these murky waters if we stay true to our target. Things may feel like an illusion, so use this card to open up and trust the primal nature of the self. Answer the call in turn inwards and investigate what might be lurking in the shadows. Let your inner illumination track down the unseen and start to shine light to liberate it from the depths. Upright. Intuition. Illusion. Fear. Subconscious. Dreams. Reversed. Frustration. Confusion. Unhappiness. Disbelief. Moodiness. The Sun. The sun shines brightly on the things that feel good and bring pleasures to the innermost self. The light of the sun illuminates all that we have to hold gratitude for and reminds us to enjoy life. We become a shining beacon for others when we are confident and appreciative. This light becomes an example of how blissful life can be. Envision the joys this card highlights in your life. This card is a gentle reminder that you, yourself, bring light and joy to others. Honor the light within yourself. Upright. Confidence. Success. Joy. Optimism. Reversed. Selfishness. Sadness. Depression. Egotistical. Judgment. The Judgment card shows up when it is time for self-evaluation. You are equipped for reaching a new life and must purge those things that would hinder you from being renewed. Upright. Birth. Absolution. Renewal. Freedom. Redemption. Reversed. Self-doubt. Rejection. Blockage. Stagnation. The World. You have worked hard and come so far. Take the time to look at everything you have accomplished. The world is here to congratulate us on completing a big and possibly scary goal. Your openness and vulnerability have propelled you forward towards an even bigger journey ahead. Take a moment to enjoy all the work behind you before preparing to embark on your next big adventure. Upright. Completion. Fulfillment. Expansion. Collective. Travel. Reverse. Regret. Incomplete. Lack of closure. Doubt. The Well. The well is the birthplace of ideas, inspiration, and transformation. All things are birthed from this cretex whose knowledge flows freely to those who seek it. Upright, nurturing, opportunity, nature, creativity. Reversed, destruction, endings, cold, stagnant. The Artist. I really love this card. I feel like the artist. But this is Matt, so that's him. But I'll have to make my own later on. But he's got like winged feet. That's not where I put mine. I put mine on my back, in my mind. The Artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies humankind and shows when you need to open to the knowledge that is available. The Artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies humankind and shows when you need to open to the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. Upright, visionary, interpreter, creation, passionate, reversed, unstable, judgmental, restless, greedy. The Minor Arcana. The Minor Arcana consists of 4 suits: cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. Different elements represent each suit, which shines light on the aspects of everyday life. Each suit contains 14 cards, 10 numbered cards, ace through 10, and 4 court cards, king, queen, knight, and page. The Suit of Cups. The Suit of Cups delves into your emotional state and relationships. This suit appears when you need to pay attention to your own intuition when making decisions. Element is water. Astrological correlation is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Direction is west. King of Cups. This king represents our emotional stability, our ability to unite our logical minds with our passionate hearts. Take all things into consideration and approach each situation with love, compassion, and patience. When this king is present, we have leveled up in our emotional states. We see things differently and approach things with love. We need to find balance and calm. There is no need to rush or feel overwhelmed. Upright, compassion, generosity, leadership, emotional stability, strength, wisdom, patience. Reverse, intolerance, dependency, abuse, moodiness. Queen of Cups. This queen urges us to take care, not only for ourselves, but for others as well. There is a strong sense of tapping into the emotional space and approaching all things with love and kindness. This is a time for integrating all the emotions we feel so deeply. This card encourages us to follow our hearts and tap into our sensitive side. Upright, intuitive, creative, sensitivity, kindness, loving, psychic, supportive. Reversed, insecurity, dependency, dishonest, dissatisfaction. Is that a word? Satisfaction. Sorry. Dissatisfaction. I was just like, satisfaction. That's not a word. Dissatisfaction. There we go. This Knight of Cups. This knight loves to wear their heart on their sleeve. The feeling is so strong that emotions run high and are almost always driven by love. As a true romantic, this knight presents a love letter to love itself. Maybe the feeling is not simply love, but rather a passion for longings for an idea or wish to come true. Instead of just declaring the idea, you have to take the nurturing steps needed to make them come true. Bring them out into the real world so that all can see your heart's most authentic expression. Upright, romance, love, follow your heart, artistic, desires, creativity, imaginative, intuitive. Reversed, boastfulness, jealousy, disappointment, egotism. Page of Cups. This page is a soul explorer who wants to journey through the soul's inner depths. There is a playful air to this sweet energy, and it tells you to embrace this journey with love and, I can't read this, joie? Joie? Okay, well, I can't use English rules to figure out a French word. Je devrais vivre, do je vivre, je devrais. I don't know that word. Someone's gonna have to tell me, because Are you feeling adventurous? Do you wish to explore new territories? When this page makes an appearance, get ready to have fun and awaken your playful side. Upright, portal, curiosity, inner child, idealistic, emotional maturity, insight, imagination. Reverse, immaturity, insecurity, apathy, impulsiveness. Ace of Cups. Now is the time to listen to your heart. Be inspired by what fills your cup and open yourself up to the new and unexpected. It may be the time to be a little vulnerable or fall into a new type of love. Remember that this love isn't always outside of yourself. It could also be a rediscovery of the love you have for yourself that spills out to others. Upright, a new beginning, emotional wellspring, compassion, happiness, joy, love, vulnerability. Reverse, vulnerability, repressed emotions, endings, separation. Two of Cups. What happens when we trust vulnerability? Can you sense the harmony it brings? Think of it as the phase like attracts like. You magnetize the energies you have opened, and they seem attached, and they seek attachment to similar energy. Maybe you've noticed more opportunities presenting themselves to you, or someone has reached out to you with harmonizing energies. Open up to this energetic exchange and see how it connects to your soul. Upright, harmony, partnership, unity, connection, attraction. Reverse, imbalance, disconnection, unworthiness, struggle. Three of Cups. How does it feel to celebrate each other? Now is the time to express gratitude for those close to you. They are your support, and you are theirs. Enjoy this moment of deep love and appreciation. What do you have to be grateful for? How can you create connections and make a more meaningful community? Take the time to share the love and admiration you have for those around you. Upright, community, creativity, socializing, gatherings, pleasure, support, connection. Reversed, overindulgence, stifled creativity, unfaithfulness, disconnection. Four of Cups. We sometimes miss what's right in front of us because our attitudes might be a little off. We tend to go deep within our emotions, and it may take a while to come back out. We can make a decision here. Will we stay buried in our emotions that disconnect us from reality, or will we decide to make a positive change towards something different? Upright, meditation, discontentment, introspection, disconnect. Reversed, boredom, inexperience, depression, separation. Five of Cups. Sadness is a normal feeling in our lives. Sometimes, during these times, it's important to remember that there is a silver lining or a glimmer of hope if you are open to the message beyond the grief. It might feel like all is lost, but if we sit in that feeling for too long, we might miss out on the things we didn't realize were available to us. We can honor our sadness, but we also have to honor ourselves by being brave enough to move on. Upright, loss, neglect, failure, despair. Reverse, acceptance, forgiveness, nostalgia. Take a sip of my coffee here. Let's go to analytics. Stream summary.
Oh, I can connect to a YouTube. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to do that afterwards, so I'm gonna have to like set that up. But for now, I think I'm going to resume.
Six of Cups. What makes your inner child jump with joy? This card reminds us that it's time for some sweetness in your life. Appreciate the little things you do. Appreciate the little things and do something kind for someone else. It's normal to feel nostalgic for the good old days, but just make sure you don't linger in the past for too long. Bring some of that love into the present. Upright. Nostalgia, innocence, joy, inner child, kind gestures. Reversed. Scarcity, naivety, abuse, disappointment. To quote Pablo Picasso, everything you can imagine is real. What you can imagine is what you can manifest. Bring forth your subconscious plans and make them goals. But be wary, too many plans and ideas may bring you overwhelming thoughts and questions. Just because you can dream it and can do it does not always mean you should. Upright. Illusion. Options. Unrealistic. Imagination. Fantasy world. Choices. Reverse. Temptation. Indecision. Insecurity. Overwhelm. Eight of Cups. Is there something better waiting for you in uncharted territory? This card signifies that it's time to let go and move on. It may feel slightly uneasy stepping out of your comfort zone, but your soul needs it. It's time to be brave and walk away from the things that are no longer serving you. Remember, you were safe. There is a reason for everything, and now is the time to move on. Upright. Abandonment, loss, letting go, escape. Reversed. Hopelessness, confusion, drifting, rejection. Nine of Cups. Make a wish, but be careful what you ask for. When you see this card, it's time to state clear intentions for what you want to call into your life. It is also a reminder that we can accomplish anything we desire if we have the will and determination to do so and are true in our intent. What is your purpose? Get after it. Upright. Satisfaction, luck, safety, accomplishment. Reverse. Materialism, unrealistic expectations, greed, boastfulness. Ten of Cups. You have everything you need. You have achieved your happiness and wonder what is next. Pause and take time to feel the joys in your life. It's important to recognize and appreciate all the hard work done to get to this point. Marvel at your success and celebrate the accomplishments of others. You may be working towards something bigger, but for now, sit back, relax, and take in all the beauty, happiness, and love. You deserve it. Upright. Fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness, family, stability, harmony, contentment. Reversed. Completion, misalignment, broken relationship, neglect. The Suit of Pentacles. The Suit of Pentacles relates to the physical aspects of life. Work, health, finances, creative outlets, and material possessions. They appear as a mirror for what manifests in the physical world. Element, Earth. Astrological correlation, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Direction is east. King of Pentacles. You are willing to put in the work and have the patience to watch things unfold. The King signifies that it is not time to rush projects on your table. You find order in chaos and help those who are in need. You give freely, for you know that the more you give, the more you receive. You are generous with your resources, and people look to you for guidance. Upright. Wealth, influence, strength, leadership, generosity, long-term vision, structure, power, satisfaction. Reverse. Control, suppression, abuse, instability. I have a viewer. Should I give them a random card? This is your random card. Oh no. Oh shit, I'm sorry. That's not a good card, dude. I have to figure out what this means. What is this? Seven of... what does that say? Swords. And it's upside down, so it might be a good card. Who knows? They left. Someone came in before they figured out what they meant.
Seven of Swords. So the person came in, and I gave them a random drawing real quick, and it gave them this card, which is the Seven of Swords, but it's upside down. So the first thing I need to do is identify what the suit means. So I'm in the Swords category. So the Swords category, the suit of Swords is associated with power and conflict, but be keen to remember that swords have a double edge. They serve as a reminder that there is a fine line between good and evil, so be mindful of your thoughts and ambitions. Element, air. Astrological correlation, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Direction, north. Alright, so, power and conflict is the issue. Seven of Swords. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. There we go. And because it's reversed, it's a good card, just so you know. It signifies hope, recovery, and acceptance. So something good is actually going to happen, not bad. So, it might seem as though all hope is lost, but is it? This setback is an opportunity to move on from something that might be hard to let go of or reconcile. Know that everything, good and bad, is temporary. Tomorrow is a new day, so view it as an opportunity to create what you want in life. Things need to change, and for the moment, that starts with you. Alright, so it looks like based on this random card that I drew for you, and I said it was bad because I don't know anything, but actually it's really good. So, you seem to be at an impasse in your life. Where's it go? Swords. That has to do with power and conflict, and that you shouldn't, you don't have anything to worry about, because everything's going to work out for you, I guess. And now I'm going to reshuffle a couple of times. The person didn't stay for their reading at all, which is fine. Perhaps I frightened them. Okay. I'm doing this wrong, but whatever. There's no right way to do it. I read the book. So just like do whatever. As long as it's all like mixed up, really. And like, you know, some of it's upside down, some of it's right side up. That's not enough. I'm thinking about the subdivisions that I'll probably have to make within the video itself. Time to duel Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, so the entire deck has been shuffled once again, and I am ready for the next drawing. Seven of Cups. I feel like I read this, but I'm going to read it again. To quote Pablo Picasso, everything you can imagine is real. What you can imagine is what you can manifest. Bring forth your subconscious plans to make them goals, but be wary. Too many plans and ideas may bring you overwhelming thoughts and questions. Just because you can dream it and can do it does not always mean you should. Upright. Illusion. Options. Unrealistic.
imagination, fantasy world, choices, reversed, temptation, indecision, insecurity, overwhelmed. Eight of Cups. Is there something better waiting for you in uncharted territory? This card signifies that it's time to let go and move on. It may feel slightly uneasy stepping out of your comfort zone, but your soul needs it. It's time to be brave and walk away from the things that are no longer serving you. Remember, you are safe. There is a reason for everything, and now is the time to move on. Upright, abandonment, loss, letting go, escape, reverse, hopelessness, confusion, drifting, rejection. Nine of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry. Make a wish, but be careful what you ask for. When you see this card, it's time to state clear intentions for what you want to call into your life. It is also a reminder that we can accomplish anything we desire if we have the will and determination to do so and are true in our intent. What is your purpose? Get after it. Upright, satisfaction, luck, safety, accomplishment. Reversed, materialism, unrealistic expectations, greed, and boastfulness. Ten of Cups. You have everything you need. You have achieved your happiness and wonder what is next. Pause and take time to feel the joys in your life. It's important to recognize and appreciate all the hard work done to get to this point. Marvel at your successes and celebrate the accomplishments of others. You may be working towards something bigger, but for now, sit back, relax, and take in all the beauty, happiness, and love. You deserve it. Upright. Fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness, family, stability, harmony, contentment. Reverse. Completion, misalignment, broken relationship, neglect. The Suit of Pentacles. The Suit of Pentacles relates to the physical aspects of life, work, health, finances, creative outlets, and material possessions. They appear as a mirror for what manifests in the physical world. Element, Earth. Astrological correlation, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Direction, East. Oh. Cheap viewers on streamboo.com remove the space. Well, I don't really want to buy viewers, so I feel like that defeats the purpose, but good to know that you can do that. I wonder if Striped Platitude J would like a reading, but Striped Platitude J is gone now. Unfortunately, I missed it. It happened so fast, so fast. Okay. The King of Pentacles. You are willing to put in the work and have the patience to watch things unfold. The King signifies that it is not time to rush projects on your table. You find order in chaos and help those who are in need. You give freely, for you know that the more you give, the more you receive. You are generous with your resources, and people look to you for guidance. I feel like I read this, but whatever. Upright. Wealth, influence, strength, leadership, generosity, long-term vision, structure, power, satisfaction. Reversed. Control, suppression, abuse, instability. Queen of Pentacles. Share what you have and celebrate life. Laud those around you and honor the comfort and safety of all. You are the safe space, so be sure to take care of yourself just as much as you take care of others. This card includes the environment where you reside. Upright. Stability, safety, nurturing, prosperity, self-care, environment. I just want to check out what this website is. It's probably not something I should look into. Grow your Twitch following fast. Buy Twitch following and cheat. What the fuck? What is this? Boost your Twitch channel by growing.
Is this real? How do you buy Twitch followers? I mean, if it has to do with like ads and stuff, you know, I don't know. I don't understand the logic that you can buy followers. I mean, if people aren't doing anything else and it gets pushed like as an ad or something, that makes some sense, I guess. But if I'm not doing anything and not entertaining anybody, like why would anybody want to come over here in the first place? Did I read the reverse? No. Reversed. Did I read the top? Okay, yeah. The reverse of that is imbalance, inclusive, superficial, and martyrdom for the, what is it? The Queen of Pentacles. So now the Knight of Pentacles. This knight reminds you to be thoughtful and focus on what you are trying to achieve. Remember that slow and steady wins the race. You cannot rush what you are bringing to life. Now is the time to tap into your sense of dedication, stamina, and drive. This discovery will pay off in the long term. Remember to take your time and be patient. Upright. Responsibility, commitment, focus, hard work, dedication. Reversed. Stagnant, lazy, careless, idle. Page of Pentacles. Be open-minded about new opportunities presented. This may take the form of a new skill to learn or a new adventure to take. View that with excitement and curiosity. Think about the potential lessons you can learn from. Think about the potential lessons you can learn from this new adventure. Upright, portal, potential, discovery, curiosity, opportunity. Reversed, ignorance, immaturity, resentment, frustration. Age of Pentacles. When you draw the Ace of Pentacles, it signifies an opportunity coming your way, sometimes in a way you least expect it. This card also represents a time for planting seeds for long-term growth. What do you want to move forward? What do you want to move toward in your life? Now is the time to set those desires into motion. This Ace is a favorable card for fresh starts. Upright, planting seeds, abundance, new beginnings, good things coming, opportunities. Reversed, greed, corruption, risk, delay. Two of Pentacles. Find the balance when trying to do it all. This message means prioritizing what's most important over the least important so that you're not feeling overwhelmed. Make sure there's a work-life balance and take care not to take on too much. It's a reminder that you are capable of handling challenges and adapting well. Upright, multitasking, balance, change, adaptability. Reversed, irresponsibility, neglect, disorganization, unpredictability. Three of Pentacles. How do you contribute to the greater whole? And how do our differences contribute to the bigger picture? We may try to do it all ourselves, but this card shows that we are best when we do what we know. If we can't do everything on our plate, we can delegate what's needed to accomplish more. You don't have to be everything to everybody. It's understood and acceptable if you need to offload something to lighten the burden. Let your specific skills shine and highlight others as well. It's better when we're working together to accomplish a goal. Upright, teamwork, confidence, success, solutions, collaboration. Reversed, competition, disharmony, interference, stagnant. Four of Pentacles. You are feeling protective over things in your physical world. You are building solid foundations in the way you spend your resources here. You might be saving for something long-term or staying away from big groups to protect your energy, so that it won't lead to depression or feeling left out. You are mindful of your time, energy, money, possessions, but it's okay to indulge a little as well. Build your foundations, but allow yourself to stretch a little. Upright, stability, control, savings, materialistic, protective. Reversed, greed, loss, materialistic, mistrust.
Five of Pentacles. Sometimes when we need help, we can find it in the most unlikely places. Don't be afraid to reach out. Take a look at the issues causing you pain and see what makes you feel like you're in survival mode. Ask yourself if it's your environment, sense of lack, or feeling like you're a victim of your situation. Examine how you can escape the victim mentality so that you can continue to grow and expand. Upright, lack, isolation, insecurity, poor health, being left out in the cold, survival mode, victim mentality. Reverse, financial recovery, spirituality, renewed confidence, opportunity. Six of Pentacles. Ask yourself if there is an opportunity. Ask yourself, is there an equal energetic exchange happening in your life? Do you sometimes find yourself more of the giver or more of the taker? And where can you find the balance in your relationships? Do you need to ask for help, and are you in a place to help someone else? Don't see it as a power struggle, but rather as a balance of power. Upright, charity, empathy, give and take, generosity. Reversed, selfishness, greed, cruelty, judgment. Seven of Pentacles. Take a moment to step back and observe what is or isn't working on your journey path. Don't be afraid to slow down and celebrate your accomplishments. Now is the time to catch your breath and make room for more growth. Be open to any alterations or shifts needed to continue positive change and development on your way. This work is far from over, but take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. Upright, reflection, assessment, investment, growth. Reversed, failure, unemployment, re-evaluation, mistrust. Eight of Pentacles. And be disciplined with your approach while honing your craft. You are a dedicated, hard worker. You pay attention to the details. Don't give up if it's not going as planned right away. You are improving your skills, and your dedication is paying off. You are only leveling up from here. Upright, concentration, diligence, craftsmanship, creativity, focus. Reversed, perfectionism, frustration, setbacks, obsession. Ten of Pentacles. What is next now that you have achieved your big goals? Take a moment to be grateful for what you have, for in that gratitude comes the next part of the inspiration to evolve. Upright, gratitude, satisfaction, wealth, family, stability, abundance. Reverse, burden, loss, loneliness, judgment. The Suit of Swords. The Suit of Swords is associated with power and conflict, but be keen to remember that swords have a double edge. They serve as a reminder that there is a fine line between good and evil, so be mindful of your thoughts and ambitions. Element, air. Astrological correlation, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Direction, north. King of Swords. The king is keen and insightful. He takes the time to consider everything presented to him. He communicates clearly about everything, and he too holds strong boundaries with integrity. He knows that he has reached his position by working hard and doesn't take it lightly. When challenged in certain situations, the king knows now is not the time to be emotional. Get strategic. Think about the bigger picture and long-term effects to clarify your thoughts, desires, motives. Be confident, speak your truth, and stand firm. Upright. Integrity, fairness, clear communication, authority, and truth. Reverse. Indecisive, cruel, abusive, manipulative. Queen of Swords. The Queen is a thoughtful person. She is much like the Justice card, wanting to be fair and examine all sides of the issue at hand. She speaks her truth, which some people might not like or be ready to hear, but it comes from her heart. Some people underestimate this queen, but she holds strong boundaries with integrity and commands respect. She is an inspiration to continue on our paths. Take an honest look inward and have hard conversations with yourself, and maybe those around you, about what you hold as true. The more you stand in your truth, the stronger you will become. Upright, confident, organized, fair, intellectual, truthful. Oh. Boundaries, communication, open-minded, and integrity. Reversed, cruel, distant, ambitious, emotional. King of Swords. Then this knight is impulsive, impatient, and fearless. They come barreling through and speak their mind to ensure everyone will hear them. This energy of excitement and controversy might appear slightly arrogant and over the top to the casual observer. There may be some unresolved anger or bitterness behind your statements to use such a loud platform. Stop and ask yourself if this is true. Use this sharp wit to move forward, but be mindful to keep the past in the past. Upright, impatient, brash, quick wit, courageous, reversed, unreliable, disorganized, impatient, weak. Page of Swords. The restless mind can be tricky to navigate. You want to do it all, but there is only room to tackle so much at a time. This page represents a time to explore the why of things. Look into the details, seek knowledge, and strive for justice and peace. Use this as an invitation to explore and peel back more layers to discover deeper truths. Upright, messenger, restlessness, curiosity, learning. Reverse, irritable, hasty, annoying, doubt. Ace of Swords. Now is the time to find and use your voice. We have a strong sense of clarity, and a new perspective is available to us. What is on your mind? Speak your truth. Where have you gained clarity on an idea, concept, connection, conversation? Find your truth in it and speak on it. Upright, focus, clarity, victory, new perspective, inspiration. Reversed, insecurity, confusion, chaos, boredom. Two of Swords. You have a choice, and the best way to discover the answer is to clear all distractions and still your mind. It's time to get out of your head. Maybe it's best to step away from something before making a decision. Get clear on what it is you're seeking before making a choice. Upright, intuition, indecisiveness, stalemate, meditation. Reversed, fear, confusion, conflict, overwhelmed. Three of Swords. Lean into your discomfort instead of running away from it. There is much to learn when we allow ourselves to feel There is much to learn when we allow ourselves to feel really our pain. I see. So there is much to learn when we really... God dang it! There is much to learn when we allow ourselves to really feel our pain. I changed that. It's fine. I made it more accurate. As opposed to, there is much to learn when we allow ourselves to feel really our pain. To feel really our pain. This feeling may be a jolt to your reality when things seem to be going well. Honor your grief. Reach out to a trusted friend or family member and let yourself feel. Upright. Pain, heartbreak, deception, negativity, rejection. Reversed. Forgiveness, recovery, clarity, introspection. Four of Swords. It's okay to take a break. Sometimes when we're carrying too much or organizing our thoughts, we tend to overthink things to the point of creating more confusion. Use this card as a reminder to take a moment of pause. There will always be tasks to be done or decisions to be made, but for right now, give yourself a deserved break. Upright. Rest, meditation, sacred pause, contemplation, relax. Reversed. Resentment, stagnant, exhaustion, frustration. Five of Swords. A battle was fought, but what was its purpose? Despite what we might think, there is no clear winner when this card shows up. This card could also be a call to stand up for yourself or what you believe in. Upright. Tension, betrayal, surrender, selfishness, self-sabotage, entitlement. Reversed. Resolution, forgiveness, understanding, reunion. Six of Swords. The difficult times are over, or calming down, and it's time to walk away. What you thought you knew has shifted through the memory, though the memory carries on with you. It's time to move away from those things that no longer serve you, but make sure you are healing and integrating as you move on. Upright, transition, change, healing, moving on, running away. Reverse, delay, challenges, unbalance, procrastination. Seven of Swords. There might be some area in your life where you're not completely honest with yourself or others. Now is the time to recognize the deception or denial and confront it. You may think you're getting away with something. Well, what is the cost of your actions? How does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? How does that sit in your heart? Upright, betrayal, escape, deception, lies, schemes, taking risks. Reverse, responsibility, acceptance, challenges, commitment. Eight of Swords. You are not actually trapped in the way you feel you might be. Let me read that again. You are not actually trapped in the way you feel you might be. The only one keeping you bound is yourself. You can choose to look at your circumstances around you and face them head on, or you will remain feeling trapped. You must decide to get out of your head and reclaim your power. Upright, isolation, feeling trapped, self-doubt, powerlessness, victimized. Reverse, release, acceptance, accountability, discovery. Nine of Swords. You feel overwhelmed, and things might seem out of your control to the point where it keeps you up at night. A situation may happen, and it's time to reach out for help before it completely consumes you. Ease the worry, anxiety, overwhelm by breaking it down before it breaks you down. Upright, anxiety, depression, fear, overwhelm, worry, negativity. Reversed, objectivity, perception, recovery, revelation. Ten of Swords. It might seem as though all hope is lost, but is it? This setback is an opportunity to move on from something that might be hard to let go or reconcile. Know that everything, good and bad, is temporary. Tomorrow is a new day, so view it as an opportunity to create what you want in life. Things need to change, and for the moment, that starts with you. Upright, endings, defeat, surrender, bitterness, severing ties. Reversed, hope, recovery, and acceptance. The Suit of Wands. The Suit of Wands mirrors your consciousness and gives insights into the core of what you are, both internal and external. Wands encourage you to take action in situations that arise in your life. Element is fire. Astrological correlation, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Direction is south. King of Wands. The King shows us where our determination can take us. As a natural leader, the King will talk the talk and walk the walk to get things done. There is a level of charisma he exudes that can influence others to see things his way. The King knows how to command, but is also true to his word. He shows how to get things done in a big way. Upright, leadership, maturity, respect, influence, charismatic. Reverse, intolerant, impulsive, ruthless, impatient. Queen of Wands. The confident queen always finds a way to get things done and operates outside of what we might consider normal. The queen takes a creative approach to everything she does, and she does so with solid confidence. No second guessing here. She trusts her gut and doesn't let the background noises distract her. Upright, intuition, passion, creativity, growth. Reversed, cold, jealous, aggressive, domineering. The Knight of Wands. This knight is sometimes a little brash, and at times a little clumsy. The energy acts first and asks questions later. Their passions drive them forward, and their desires to be heard makes them want to take the lead with everything. They are typically fun and lighthearted, but are willing to charge ahead when faced with challenges. Upright, impulsive, passionate, determined. Reverse, anger, ego, frustration, and pessimism. Page of Wands. You have an idea and want to take action, but you're unsure where to start. You need to assess the details and break them down one by one to take smaller actions to support the bigger picture. You are ready to step into the unknown courageously in order to make your dreams come true. Upright. Portal. Travel. Creativity. Exploration. Curiosity. Inspiration. Reversed. Pessimism. Unfocused. Arrogance. Lazy. Ace of Wands. If you're looking for a sign to get started, this is it. This card is an enthusiastic yes to follow your passions or pursue an idea to make it manifest in the real world. However, like an initial spark, the energy and enthusiasm can come and go in an instant. So if you see this, it is time to take action. Upright. Potential. Spark. Creativity. Creative spark. Inspiration. Passion. Enthusiasm. Reversed. Endings. Delay. Impatience. Unmotivated. Two of Wands. Now is the time to figure out your plans before acting on them. There are many potential paths ahead, and it's good to figure out which one feels right. Take the time to sit with the initial spark of the idea and figure out if it's worth pursuing. It's okay to come back to it later, but what you return to might not be the same as when you left it. Upright. Planning. Focus. Discovery. Preparation. Reversed. Overconfidence. Stunted. Undetermined. Blocked. Three of Wands. This card highlights the start of a new venture. You're ready for expansion on an inspired idea. Taking action now lays the foundation for something solid, and you should feel excited about exploring your passion. Upright. Strategy. Planning. Strength. Travel. Time to take action. Reverse. Delay. Obstacles. Risk. Disappointment. Four of Wands. Life is worth celebrating. After all, what is all this hard work for if we can't celebrate even the smallest victories? Take a moment to consider the structure surrounding this card. It reveals that we're part of the greater whole. How does our success affect the world around us? Build up these strong foundations through what's true in our hearts, because that's what drives our passions. Upright. Sacred pause. Celebration. Community. Union. Reversed. Transition. Tension. Change. Instability. Five of Wands. The ego might be in full swing at the moment because the fire element is heavily present. What's a little friendly competition? The key is to know it's only temporary, so don't let this derail you from your original plan. Take a step back and ask what you're fighting for in the first place. Upright. Conflict, competition, play fighting, disagreement, resistance. Reversed. Avoidance, self-doubt, negotiation. Six of Wands. Now is the time to stay true to yourself, play up your strengths, and continue forward with confidence. It's time to step up and take the lead, but don't let the ego drive. Do so with humility. We are all working together after all. Be assured, kind, and stand up tall. Upright. Victory, humility, confidence, recognition, courage. Reversed. Egotism, misdirection, doubt, neglect. Seven of Wands. Defend what is important to you. Stand up and protect your vision. Be proud of what makes you unique and defend it steadfastly. Shout your desires from the rooftops. Move forward and forget about the people who try to keep you down or take your vision away from you. You have a unique vantage point they don't. Upright. Challenge. Struggle. Defense. Taking the high road. Reverse. Inferiority. Overwhelmed. Judgment. Weakness. Eight of Wands. Now is the time to move quickly on an idea. You have speed as your ally, and there is much forward motion here. You feel the drive to take off and keep running. If you were looking for a definitive yes, you found one in this card. Here's the enthusiasm, movement, and passion propelling you forward to see an idea through. Upright. Action, productivity, forward motion, change. Reversed. Frustration, delay, mistakes, confusion. Nine of Wands. You might be feeling like what you're experiencing right now has been an uphill battle. But you have made it this far, so why stop now? You have dealt with the challenges head on, and this hasn't stopped you yet. There's a motivating inner spirit that reveals that you can handle curveballs thrown your way. It might not be easy, but rest in the knowledge that you are almost there. Don't give up the fight because you have almost won the battle. Upright, resilience, determination, persistence. Reversed, failure, defensive, paranoia, hesitation. 10 of Wands. Take care not to burden yourself to lessen the weight of others. We tend to carry a heavy load in our day-to-day life. Remember, don't mistake overload for productivity because this will lead to paralysis. Let go of some of those responsibilities. If needed, you can come back to them later. If these problems weren't ours to begin with, then it's okay to give them back to their original owner. We don't need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves so that we don't shut down. Upright, overwhelm, stress, burden, accomplishment, burnout. Reversed, simplification, avoidance, immaturity, and relief. About the creator. Matt Hughes is a self-taught traditional artist focusing on the aesthetic approaches referred to today as the golden age of illustration. His style combines inspiration from the Art Nouveau movement, the pre-Raphaelite movement, and the Symbolist movement to produce an artistic expression all his own. Matt also created the Dreamscape Oracle in 2021, published by U.S. Game Systems Incorporated. www.etherealvisionspop.com, Instagram at Matt Hughes Art. Not sponsored, not associated. Just bought the book. It cold to me. Okay, so I have finished the book. I think I'm going to do one tarot card reading, and this is just to figure out the health of this specific endeavor on Twitch. I'll do a 3-card spread. I think, and I will cover the past, present, and future. Or maybe present challenge. Well, I'll do the first one first. Do past, present, and future of the channel first. And then I will probably go from okay. Cut it once more and flip it. I need to get better. Well, I need to get cooler, like doing shuffles if I want to be like a professional tarot card person, if such a thing were to exist. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is the reading that I pulled for myself and the health of this channel. What is it? Another Psychic in Training, I think is what I'm called. Past, present, future. Move them all into frames so you can see them better. Alright, so past energy, what is it? The King of Swords, and it's reversed. Oh, I forgot that I wanted to also on the sides. Do I still have a pen somewhere? It's that.
open. Gotta find this pen so I can write some notes. Or find a new pen. I found a new pen. I found a black pen. I don't like it. Alright, so what was I doing? Okay, so the King of Swords. The first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to go to... Okay, so swords. What does swords mean? And swords is number 3. Okay, so... Because it's cups, pentacles, swords. 3. Swords. Da, 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 104. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Power and conflict. Okay. Double edge. Good. Evil. Mindful of thoughts and ambitions. Air. North. I don't know enough about astrological stuff yet to say anything. Also, the King of Swords. And it is reversed. So, the past, indecisive. Yeah, definitely indecisive. Cruel, abusive, and manipulative. And this is, the king is keen and insightful. He takes the time to consider everything presented to him. He communicates clearly about everything, and he, too, holds strong boundaries with integrity. He knows that he has reached this position by working hard and doesn't take it lightly. When challenged in a certain situation, the king knows now is not the time to get emotional. It's strategic. Think about the bigger picture and long-term effects to clarify your thoughts, decisions, motives. Be confident to speak your truth and stand firm. I know, but because I'm indecisive, I don't know what I'm doing, which is annoying. Okay, so now let this go into the present, which gives us the star. Well, that's nice. Alright, so this is part of which system? Oh, she's part of the number system. So she's just part of the story. Okay. So, the star, that is, I think that's 14, that's either 12 or 4, 5, yeah, I think it's 12. That's 11. No, that's 12. No, that's 10. What? Okay, I see. I was too far. 10, 15, no, 16, 17, no, I can't read fucking, found it. So, star. The star is the light you seek when you enter a new phase of life. Well, that's promising for this. She reminds you that you are connected to the universe and all the wisdom you seek is available. The star card signifies that now is the time for you to embrace new ideas and growth. And because it's in the upright position, it's going to give me renewal, hope, serenity, and clarity. So that's great. So this has been accurate. That one's pretty nice. Let us see what the future has in store for me. Well, anything that's upside down, okay, so I forget what this one's called. Strength, obviously. Oh, Strength is a person, nope, a story. She doesn't have a name? Does she have a number? Strength. Strength. What? Oh, she does have a number. So she's, 8, I think. There we go. The Strength card reminds us that true power comes from within. Through patience, gentleness, and compassion, one can overcome obstacles without resorting to physical aggression. This woman and the lion signifies that we need to tame the beast within ourselves and find balance. So, I guess in the future, I'm going to have to struggle with my anger, with my rage, because I'm a prideful person and I can't make things happen the way I want them to. Well, so that's not promising, but it comes from within, patience, gentleness, and compassion, without resorting to physical aggression. Tame the beast inside. And Aslan looks so pretty there. I would pet his fur. So, but this is the future. This is the future. So I'm going to struggle in the future. But I've been struggling now. I don't want to struggle in the future. I don't want to be angry and filled with rage and be a prideful person. Okay, so that's... I don't understand though. Well, apparently you're a shitty tarot card reader then. You can't just tell your client, just like, oh, I don't understand the reading. This is only relative to you. You're just like, well, let's see here. So, So I was indecisive in the past. The present is looking promising, but the future is gonna get harder? I don't like this. That doesn't make sense. Alright, well, I will have to reflect on exactly what that means. Strength is upside down. So it's not going to be strength or forcing something, but I always knew that it was never going to be forcing something. The star. But aren't these, like, very pretty looking cards? Like, eventually I want to get so good at, like, reading these that I can, like, you know, not even, like, use the notes. Okay. So, I have made it to the 2-hour mark. So, I'm probably going to end the stream now. I'll have to try to consider scheduling different times in the future, but I need to be careful I don't damage these beautiful cards while shuffling badly. Okay. Well, perhaps I should do only half at a time. I think it makes it better. Okay. Alright, I am now going to stop streaming, so thank you for joining me. I'm hoping that in the future I get more traction with actual people and I can do more card readings and get better and develop my psychic abilities, or meet a real psychic who tells me whether or not I am or am not. Or something. I don't know how that works. One step at a time. Alright. But I think I'm gonna do one more. This is for that one person, that first person that happens to choose this YouTube video and watches all the way to the end. I'm going to give you a 1 card, and this is for the very first person that happens to watch this YouTube video all the way to the completion. Only for you. You will know it's you, because it won't be anybody else. Alright, so you get the 3 of Wands. So, first I need to go over to Wands, which is on page 121. 121. Wands. And Wands is 4. So, mirrors your consciousness, mirrors your, I can't say this word, yes, gives insight. Both internal and external. Take action in situations in your life, and that is for Wands. And this is fire, and its direction is south. Okay. So, and you got specifically the 3 of Wands. So, the 3 of Wands, and it's in upright position. This card highlights the start of a new venture. You're ready for expansion on an inspired idea. Taking action now lays the foundation for something solid, and you should feel excited about exploring your passion. Upright, strategy, planning, strength, travel, time to take action. Alright, so that is your reading, first person that ever clicks on this video. And you got this very nice card. I really like how much they skin they put into these cards, I guess. Alright, now that is all. Alright, you lovely folks, have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go do something else now.